Hi, today I'm back with another recipe of squid and it is a squid pepper roast. I think most of us who enjoy seafood do love squid. Squid is tasty, it's easy to prepare, and yes, there is not much hassle in eating it unlike other seafood. So come, let's check out this recipe. Let's first go through the ingredients. We require salt, black pepper powder, garam masala powder, turmeric, coconut oil, onions, green chillies, coriander leaves, tomatoes, garlic, some curry leaves. Let's first begin with marinating the squid. For this, let's take a bowl, add in the squid. Here I have taken 500 grams of squid which are nicely chopped in rings. To this we'll add turmeric powder, salt, black pepper powder and very little garam masala powder. Now give them all a good mix with your hand. Now keep them aside for a while. Meanwhile, let's slice our onions. Here for 500 grams of squid, I have taken 2 large onions. Slice them really thin. Next, let's chop green chillies. Take green chillies as per the spiciness you require. Here I have taken 3 not very spicy green chillies. Next, let's chop our garlic. Here I have taken nearly 20 cloves of garlic. Chop them really well like I do in the video. Now let's chop our coriander leaves. Next, let's chop our tomatoes. Here I am taking 2 tomatoes. Let's begin with our preparation. For this, I am placing a Kadai in the induction. Once the Kadai is hot, let's add coconut oil. Will not be using any water in this dish, so use sufficient coconut oil. Once the oil is hot, let's add garlic. Saute the garlic for 1 or 2 minutes. Next, we'll add in our chopped green chillies. Saute the garlic and green chillies in the oil for 1 or 2 minutes. Next, we'll add in our sliced onions. Saute the onions well. Now let's add some salt so the onions would soften and cook sooner. Now here it would be great if you can slice the onions as thin as possible so it would take lesser time to cook. Let's cover the vessel with the lid. After around 5 minutes, open the lid, give them a good mix. Next, let's add in our curry leaves. Curry leaves give a very interesting flavor in this dish, so make sure you don't skip it. Give them a good mix. Next, let's add in our chopped tomatoes. Mix them all really well. Here we are taking the tomatoes for their sourness, so you can adjust the number of tomatoes as per your taste. Now let's cover the vessel with a lid and leave it aside to cook. After every few minutes, make sure you open the lid, give them a good mix and cover until the tomatoes are soft enough. Here you can see now the tomatoes have cooked well. Let's give them all a good mix, and now it's time to add the spices. Let's add turmeric powder, garam masala powder. Add little garam masala powder because we'll be adding it in stages. Give them all a good mix and cover with the lid again. After a few minutes, open the lid. Give them a good mix, and you can see the raw smell of the spices have gone and the tomatoes and onions have cooked well. Now it's time to add our marinated squid. Give them all a good mix. We don't have to add any water at this stage in the dish because the squid would release some water and that will be sufficient for it to cook. At this point also check if the salt is sufficient in your curry, otherwise adjust it according to your taste. Give them all a good mix again. Cover with the lid and let it cook. Leave it aside for nearly 10 or 15 minutes. Open the vessel. Give them a good mix. Now the squid would be nearly 75% cooked. Cover with the lid again. Open after a few minutes. Here you can see the squid have nicely shrunk in size and they have completely cooked. At this point we can see there is some gravy in the dish, so we'll keep the vessel open and heat it so the gravy reduces. Once the gravy has reduced, we have come to the end of the dish, and to enhance the flavor we'll add in some garam masala powder. And pepper powder. Here you can add as much pepper powder as you require. This totally depends on the spiciness you require. We are adding pepper powder and garam masala at the end of the dish so their flavor remains fresh. Now we'll just give it all a good mix. End the dish by adding some chopped coriander leaves. Put off the heat. Cover the vessel with the lid. After about 10 minutes, open the vessel. Give them all a good mix. You can enjoy this dish with pulav, fried rice, plain rice, or any kind of rice item. This becomes a great combination. Don't forget to try out this recipe and let me know in comments how it turned out. I'd be happy to know. Please don't forget to like, share and comment if you enjoyed this video. Also do subscribe to our channel if you enjoy our contents. I'll be back with more contents. Until then, bye.